few seconds, and you're live. Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and I'm doing another live stream, my first live stream of 2019. And what I want to talk about tonight is a convention that I went to a few months ago, back in 2018, that I never talked about. And it is the Heroes and Villains Fan Fest. This is some of the pictures that I took. See? Heroes and Villains Fan Fest. It was the comic book convention that happened in Jersey last year. I wanted to talk about it because I never got to do a video on it last year. So, well, it was my first convention since 1999. My first convention I went to when I was 14. I went to a sci-fi convention. I met some of the cast of the original Star Wars: Jeremy Bulloch, Peter Mayhew, David Prowse, and Kenny Baker before he passed away. May he rest in peace. This one I thought was actually better because it was the lines were much shorter. When I met some of the actors, I took a lot of great pictures, so I have a lot of pictures to show you guys. This is the thing at the convention, the registration. This way to the those are the arrows. This is me on the line with my sister and my mom. This is her first convention too. Got a picture of a guy in the Iron Spider-Man costume from Infinity War. This is a guy that played Arrow. Right there. He actually had a real bow and arrow, and it was awesome. I was like, wow, a bow and arrow, a real bow and arrow for the guy that played Arrow. You have failed this city. This is my sister. You don't see a lot of my sister, but this is her. This is her in cat ears. She decided to go to the convention. There's my mom with the cat ears as well. She had a Julie Newmar Catwoman t-shirt. This is me outside of the convention with my Joker costume. That was me as the Heath Ledger's Joker. It was my first time in a costume at a convention. So yeah, I had a really good time in this convention. I met, you know, 3 actors from Gotham. Drew Powell, who plays Grundy, aka Butch on Gotham. I met Robin Lord Taylor, who plays the Penguin on Gotham. I met David Mazouz. He's the young Bruce Wayne on Gotham. Soon he'll be Batman. And I also met Robbie Amell. I got some pictures with them. Robbie Amell was probably the sweetest guy I ever met because he's a guy that I followed his work for 10 years on Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network and all the other, you know, things that he'd done. And he was really chill. He's from Canada. He got, you know, he gave me a nice selfie with my sister. And this is me at the convention, but I'll show you the thing here. I saw a lot of stuff there. I saw people dressed up as Wolverine and Captain America. The Flash was really over at the convention. You had people dressed up as the Incredibles and Spider-Man, and of course some stuff from Star Wars. Here's another girl that was a girl dressed up as Harley Quinn, the original Harley Quinn, not that Hot Topic version. You got Rick and Morty, not Pickle Rick, but Rick and Morty. Yeah. Yeah, both of them at the convention. That was cool to see. Here, this is Captain America and Loki. It's a lot of great costumes. People are very, very creative at the conventions, especially when they wear homemade costumes. And it wasn't as crazy as Comic-Con because that gets really crowded and the lines are super long. And sometimes I don't want to be watching, you know, I don't want to be waiting online for an hour or two to meet somebody. This is David Mazouz. See, I got a picture from a distance. That's his panel. I also went to the panel of Gotham. They were talking about their experiences on the set and that season 5, you know, what were their favorite moments on the set. This is my wristband. Hero. Put it like that. Yeah. This is me with a picture of Arrow, of the first season of Arrow. See, that was me from the first season. This is me with Batman and with Harley Quinn. That was really cool. That was the other Harley Quinn. I don't know if it's the, it's not really the, it's the one from Lego, the Lego Harley Quinn. This was a treat. I love this droid. I have a toy of him somewhere in my room. And I got to see an actual replica of R2-D2, people. The original Star Wars character. He was running around the convention. I hugged him. I patted him on the head. I took a picture of him. I filmed him. I got some footage. This is the exit sign. Thanks for coming. Use your powers for good. And I will this year, especially when I go see Captain Marvel in a few months. These are some two girls that were, I don't know what they were dressed up as. Maybe Zatanna, but I don't know. They don't have the hat. These are some kids taking a picture with R2D2. Yeah, they were a little bit, timid, but it was cool to meet him. I mean, I love that little droid. This is Captain Marvel, who I'm going to see in a few months. The woman dressed up as Captain Marvel and Iron Spider, Spider-Man with the Flash. So that was cool. Show you it again. This is living documented proof that I was at the convention. Here's her me with Captain Marvel. Soon I'll be watching her in the theater in March 7th. I got my ticket for that. That was cool. This is a girl dressed up as Captain America and a girl in a princess outfit. I think it's from Once Upon a Time. I got one thumbs up already. That's cool. Yeah, if you're in the chat, you can leave me some comments of anything. Tell me about your experiences and any conventions that you went to over the past couple years. I mean, I've never been to a Comic-Con. This is the closest I will ever get for now. Maybe I'll go to Comic-Con this year. This is the Star Wars panel. I skipped all the BS from Episode 7, and I just took a picture of the OG canon. There's an Ewok costume and a Jawa and an Imperial soldier inside of the ATST. Me with Boba Fett, chubby Boba Fett. You got Mouse Droid. That's awesome. Those little things that were in the originals. This is Padme Amidala from a distance. And another Ewok. And there's me with Padme. I love her. She's still my favorite girl in the franchise. I love nothing against Princess Leia. She's still the best. Carrie Fisher's still the best actress in that franchise. And but Padme was, Natalie Portman is my favorite actress, and that'll never change. Here's her with Poison Ivy. Here's this is a picture of me and my family taking a picture of Robert Lord Taylor. He was awesome. See, that's my dad and my mom and my sister and me, book bag, and Robert Lord Taylor. He was really chill, really gracious, really nice guy. This is my favorite picture. Me, my sister, and Robbie freaking Amell. You could tell the look on my face. I was thrilled. I was absolutely thrilled that I got to see one of my heroes from, The Flash and from the Scooby-Doo prequels and from True Jackson. Just so much stuff I've enjoyed him in. This is R2D2 again. This is with Queen Amidala. This is me with my favorite DC girl, the Melissa Benoist version of Supergirl. It's not Melissa Benoist, but it's a girl with glasses. I was from year to year because I love that costume. I love that character. Melissa Benoist, thank you for doing that, for being Supergirl. This is the panel from Gotham. The only one I didn't care for in the panel was Erin Richards, who plays Barbara. I think she's just boring. I just don't find her interesting at all. This is a selfie that they took with the cast. A bunch of, people. There were a lot of people with cameras and phones and everything. This is David. It's a very nice young man. I shook hands with him, and he has very soft skin, very soft hands. That means that he's clean. This is a cool one. This is me and the Jack Nicholson Joker. I bet Tevi's going to love that. Look at that. Jack Nicholson Joker. That's a spot on. A lot of, like I said, these costumes are absolutely amazing. I love every single costume of, homemade stuff that they did at the convention because, these people go all out and it looks really good. And this is one with my mom. So, yeah, that's the pictures I took. I did also get this cool Supergirl. Dang, I got this at the convention for $5 or $10, $5 a Supergirl poster book. I want to show that to you guys. I keep it in the plastic because someday when Melissa Benoist is at a Comic-Con or any convention, I want her to sign it. That would be awesome. I would pay $150 for that. This is her. My love, my favorite DC heroine. This is her. It's another picture of her. Can't wait for the episode on Sunday, by the way. I'm going to watch it. I hope it's good because the last few episodes were kind of weak. But the Elseworlds was really good. So this is her with Linda Carter, the original Wonder Woman, live action Wonder Woman. That's Kara with her sexy little glasses and her sweater. I don't know what that is about it. It's just I still find her sexy with the glasses. This is her and her sister, Chyler Lee, who plays Alex Danvers, her adopted sister. This is her fighting. Total badass. I love that. That's great. I got this one with Superman, the real Superman, Tyler Hoechlin, who was at the convention, but I missed him because he was coming on Sunday and I went on Saturday, so I missed him. This is her with the sparks flying. I mean, that's a great pose. Like Supergirl is just, you know, people forgot about the 1984 movie, and it said this girl is a badass because unlike the hobo, her powers are earned, and we like her already. We liked her since the first season. This is her and Jimmy Olsen. No, it doesn't bother me that he's black. It's cool. I love integration. Another picture of her. This is a her and a cat from the first season from Catco, and this is another picture of her. And there's one more. No, there's a few more. This was her and David Harewood or whatever his name is, and her sister. And this was a cool crossover. The first one she had with the Flash, with Grant Gustin's Flash. Really cool poster book. I'm glad I'm going to keep it for a couple months. Hopefully she'll show up at a convention so she can sign it. I would love that so much because it would mean so much to me. You know, she's one of my favorite actresses on TV now. I never saw Glee, but seeing her in Supergirl, you know, she made a girl badass that should not have been a badass. But yeah, try not to rip it. Also, I got to see a lot of actors from a distance. I saw Candace Patton. I saw Ray Fisher from the Justice League movie as a cyborg. I saw a Matt Ryan, but I'm not a fan of his John Constantine. I know Tevye loves him. I don't. I just think he's really freaky and just weird. Hold on. And I also saw who else did I see? I saw Sean Pertwee, the guy that plays Alfred in Gotham. I saw Erin Richards, but I was not a fan. She came late because people didn't, you know, she's foreign, so getting to Jersey was a little bit hard. I saw who else did I see? I know there were other people there. There were no major lines, like for other than getting registered and going inside. The lines weren't that long. They were like 20, 30 minutes at the most, 10 minutes at the least. Get in there. I don't want it to get wrinkled or ripped apart because then it would be worth less money if it gets signed and it's ripped to shreds, like a comic book. I also saw, you know, there was a lot of like exhibits I didn't get to see. There was a tattoo parlor for some reason. There we go. She's sealed, and I hope you get to be at the next one, convention, Nurse of a Noise. I got to see, there was a tattoo parlor. I'm like, why would you want to get a tattoo at a convention? Very weird. I don't understand. But yeah, I had a lot of fun in this convention. I was there for about 4 hours. I got the full experience. I bought some stuff. I took a lot of great pictures. It was great to see all these actors that I've been watching for years on the CW or on Fox or just from other films. It's my world. That this is the comic book conventions, these sci-fi or comic conventions or even horror or whatever. That's the world that I like to live in, where everything is elaborate and there's color and there's people in costumes in public and there's makeup all over the place and there's puppets and there's people with heads on. There's you know, people have props from the movies. They have collectibles, a lot of collectibles, original Star Wars and Marvel and DC and classic you know, monster movies. They had awesome sci-fi stuff. Like they had an autographed glass glass picture of Tron Legacy. You had like banners and huge freaking towels and posters that were bigger than any of the posters in my room. A lot of good stuff. Like, this convention was one of my favorite experiences from last year. I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm going to probably end the stream in like a few minutes. But yeah, tell me about how you your convention experiences. I'm going to just take a drink right now. And those who never been to a convention, you're missing out. If you love the freaking world of nerdism like I do, like the Nerd Pack here on Facebook and YouTube, it's paradise for us comic book fans. It really is. They didn't show any trailers for any movies that were coming out this year. That's Comic-Con, where they show, Shazam, Captain Marvel, Endgame, Spider-Man Far From Home. But you know what? After going to this convention, I want to go to another one because it makes me love the movies that I watch with the actors even more, and the shows that they do as well on the small screen or on Netflix. Yeah, you meet your heroes. Sometimes it doesn't live up to the hype. This did. All the actors we met were very gracious. They were very friendly. They weren't assholes. They weren't charging $500 for an autograph and a selfie. No, it was about 30 for a selfie and about 70 for an autograph, but so worth it. My family and I had a great time. I got to meet a lot of cool people. The costumes were amazing. The wigs and the makeup and everything that people wore, most of them were solid. There were some things I didn't like in the convention. Like I said, it's a guy dressed up as Kylo Ren. Didn't take a picture with him because you know why. There was also two hobos, but I'm not going to get into that because, like I said, it wasn't really her. And also the tattoo parlor thing was kind of weird. And also the bathroom was way far away from the entrance. It was like on the other side of the arena. But the arena was crowded, but not too crowded. It wasn't like unbearably crowded where I couldn't move. There was enough space for me to walk. And I got to sit down when I was tired. I got to take some pictures and film. It was a great experience. And I would recommend it to anyone. If you live in the areas where they're doing the Heroes and Villains Fan Fest, I would recommend it. It's worth your trip. It's worth your money. It's worth your time. And the experience alone will stay with you till the end of your days. Because I saw this and I was like, yeah, I'll go to it. I had to wake up early. That was a downside. But when I got there and I entered, it was like, wow, I'm in geek heaven. And I want to relive this again and again and again. So thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you share this on Facebook and on Twitter. And you see this video, you share it with your friends. And like I said, in the comment section, when this is uploaded to YouTube, please, 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 please leave your comments on your own personal experiences at a comic, sci-fi, horror conventions. Just, what you liked, what you didn't like, the people you met, the things you bought. Just, be honest. I'm here on YouTube to be honest with you guys because I haven't done a live stream since last year. So I wanted to do something different that was not another review or another, bitch fit. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. And Heroes and Villains, Fan Fest was a lot of fun. Worth the money that we spent, worth the time, worth the energy, worth the sacrifice, because you have to spend gas to get there. And I would recommend it to anyone who lives in the areas like Jersey or California or Illinois or wherever they're giving it. It's worth it. It is A+ to me. Well, A- because some things that could have been cut out. But, what do I know? But anyway, and also I would like to see more Marvel actors like Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Robert Downey Jr., Tom Holland, just anybody, just anybody that I like. But, with everything, there's ups and there's downs, but this would had a lot more positives and negatives and a lot of fun. So I'll leave you guys with that, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Peace.